Have you ever stopped to think about the tomatoes you eat every day? They're in your salad, in your Sunday pasta sauce, in your ketchup, in your soup, and even in your juice. It's an ingredient that goes with everything, right? But do you want to know something interesting that will leave you speechless? Tomato consumption in the world is so huge that the numbers are unbelievable. Let's find out together. Look, did you know that the entire world consumes more than 186 million tons of tomatoes per year? That's right, millions. Does that seem like a lot? Think about it this way. That's 15.5 million tons per month. Still can't imagine? Let's simplify it even more. That's 516,000 tons per day, or an incredible 358,000 kilos of tomatoes are devoured per minute. Can you believe it? That's a tomato that no one can find fault with. Can you imagine what 358 tons of tomatoes per minute is? To help you out, let's do some comparison. That's the equivalent of about 60 football fields worth of tomatoes per minute. If we were to pile all those tomatoes up, they would form mountains and over the course of a year, that amount would be enough to cover the area of entire cities several times over. As you watch this video, something fascinating is happening. Somewhere in the world, tons and tons of tomatoes are being 358 tons per minute, to be exact. That means that right now, a lady at an Italian farmer's market could be picking out the freshest tomatoes for her caprese salad. At a pizzeria in Italy, someone is biting a slice of pizza topped with perfectly made tomatoes. Meanwhile, in the United States, a hamburger is being served with a generous dollop of ketchup. And in a small kitchen in Brazil, a housewife is pouring store-bought tomatoes over her family's pasta for dinner. The most fascinating thing is that all of this is supported by a production and distribution that involves farmers, transporters, market, and, of course, your choice to consume. Think about all the work that goes into that sauce you buy at the supermarket or that fresh tomato that arrives at your home. There are thousands in different working to keep the cycle going. What about as the world's population grows, the demand for tomatoes is set to grow even more. This means producers will face challenges making their culture sustainable, reducing waste, and ensuring that everyone continues to enjoy this beloved food. The next time you eat a tomato, whether raw, cooked, or processed, remember, you are part of a global movement that consumes 358 tons of this versatile and delicious food every minute. Think about the farmers who planted it, the truck drivers who transported it, and all the people involved in getting it to your plate. And most of all, enjoy every bite, knowing that the tomato is much more than just a fruit. It is a symbol of how the world is connected by a love of good food. So, did you know all this about tomatoes? If you liked this content, leave a like and subscribe to our channel so we can continue bringing you more content about food consumption on a global scale. In addition to being delicious, tomatoes are a true health hero. They are full of nutrients that help our bodies stay strong and healthy. For example, tomatoes are rich in vitamin A, which is great for the eyes and helps us see well, especially at night. They also have a lot of vitamin C, which strengthens the immune system, helping the body fight off colds and other illnesses. And there's more. The vitamin K in tomatoes is important for keeping our bones strong and healthy, as well as helping our blood to clot properly when we get hurt. Tomatoes are also an incredible source of potassium, a mineral that keeps the heart beating at the right rhythm and helps control blood pressure. But what makes tomatoes even more special is an antioxidant called lycopene. It is responsible for giving tomatoes that vibrant red color. But more than that, lycopene protects our cells against so-called free radicals, which can cause serious diseases such as cancer. In addition, lycopene is a great friend to the heart, helping to reduce the risk of heart problem. And it even has benefits for your skin. Eating tomatoes regularly can make your skin healthier, protecting it from the sun and helping to keep it looking beautiful and youthful. Isn't it amazing how such a simple and common food can be so powerful? Tomatoes are not just an ingredient in salads or sauces, they are a true ally for our health. Now, let's look at the history of tomato. The tomato's journey began in South America, where it grew wild for thousands of years. It wasn't until the 16th century that it crossed the Atlantic with Spanish colonists and arrived in Europe. Interestingly, Europeans initially considered it poisonous, but over time, tomatoes have earned their place in kitchens around the world. China currently tops the list as the world's largest tomato producer. The country is known for its gigantic production scale, supplying both the domestic and global market. Companies such as Kofco Tunhi lead the industrialization of tomatoes in China, especially in the production of sauces and concentrates that supply major international brands. Close behind is India, where tomatoes are a key ingredient in local agriculture and cuisine. The country has large cooperatives and companies such as Mother Dairy and Field Fresh Foods, which ensure large-scale distribution to meet growing market. In third place is Turkey, famous for the high quality of its tomatoes and derivatives. Companies like Tatgada, one of the country's leading processors, is prominent in exporting sauces, pastes and canned products throughout Europe and the Middle East. The United States is also one of the world's largest producers. California, in particular, is the heart of American production, with giants such as the Morning Star Company, responsible for much of the processing and export of tomato product. Finally, Egypt is consolidating itself as a major producer thanks to its favorable climate and abundance of fertile land. Companies such as Al Alamiya for tomato products play a key role in the production of concentrates and purees that supply markets throughout the Middle East and Africa. When it comes to exporting processed products, countries such as Portugal, Spain, and Chile stand out for their quality. In Portugal, companies such as Sugal Group lead the market with their highly refined products, which range from extracts to frozen pulps. In Spain, Conesa Group is a global reference, with an extensive line of products destined for the European and global markets. In Chile, Agrosepia combines tradition and technology, being one of the big names in the supply of derivatives to the Americas and other continents. Together, these countries and their companies not only dominate tomato production, but also shape the global market with innovation and high-quality products. They account for more than 60% of all tomatoes produced worldwide, cementing tomatoes as one of the most important foods in our diet and the global agricultural economy. Thank you very much for making it this far. And if you haven't left your like yet, I ask that you do so and also subscribe to the channel so that we can continue bringing this type of content to you. Tomatoes are one of the most versatile and popular foods on the planet. In addition to being consumed fresh in salads, sandwiches, and other dishes, they are the basis for an incredible variety of processed products that generate billions of dollars in the global market. Among the main derivatives are pasta sauces, ketchup, tomato juices, sun-dried tomatoes, and even lesser-known products such as cosmetics and dietary supplements. As the world's population continues to grow, demand for tomatoes continues to rise, requiring innovation that allow us to increase production without compromising the environment. Modern technologies are revolutionizing the way we grow tomatoes, integrating productivity and sustainability in an increasingly efficient way. One of the most promising solutions is vertical farming, where tomatoes are grown in vertical structure within controlled environment. This method uses multi-story greenhouses that maximize the use of space, allowing tomato production in urban areas or places with limited agricultural land. Additionally, vertical farming drastically reduces water use by utilizing drip irrigations and water recycling. Tomatoes are much more than just food. They are a living part of our history, culture, economy, and health. Every bite, whether it's a slice of pizza or a bowl of salad, carries a bit of the science, work, and passion that make this special fruit an indispensable element on our table. Thank you for following us this far, exploring the fascinating world of tomatoes together. We hope you have been inspired and learned a little more about how nature and innovation work hand in hand to bring this incredible food to. And our tomato journey ends here. Natureza a Mesa channel will continue to bring you surprising stories about other essential foods, their origin, their secrets, and the impact they have on our lives. Stay with us to discover more about the richness and diversity of flavors that make up our world. Thank you for listening, and until the next gastronomic adventure.